it's your boy Eric back with another video. And today we're gonna be doing a story time. And it's gonna be a story time basically about how my football team underestimated me. I'm not gonna say no names in this video, just to protect the privacy of all the other people. And yeah, we'll just get it cracking. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all comment what y'all want to see next down in the comment section below. And yeah, let's go. So we take place in the story, I think summer of last year, June, July area. We was doing conditioning. I was conditioning with my new team. Now, I knew the team that I was going to was more so like a tight-knit organization. So it was going to be hard to like get into the pack, you know? So I was just trying to prove myself in the conditioning time. Because if you show that you got good conditioning, that'll be like, that keys you in to coaches. If you have good conditioning, if you're fast, if you're able to like go for a long time, have a lot of stamina. So yeah, I was just trying to prove myself that way. I met a lot of new friends, and a lot of new teammates during conditioning. And yeah, but where things started to go messy was the start of the actual season. So basically, if you didn't know, I play running back. And at the start of the season, there was this other running back. I mean, we cool. We, you know, our friend. But like, they put him at starting, even though I was there during conditioning. And don't get me wrong, he was good. He was really good. But I'll get to the reason why it was a problem later. So basically, I felt like I didn't get a fair shot at the position because they basically just put him in there on the starting offense. And I was at second string. I was like, cool. I mean, as the season goes on, people change, coaches opinions change. So I felt like I had a whole bunch of time to just build up, you know, and try to get that starting position. Because over the off season, I worked really hard. I knew I had the potential to be starting on that team, and I felt like I could have did something with the position. But basically, first game comes, I make it to the game, but I wasn't at practice all week because I was on a cruise. Because if y'all know me, y'all know I go on a whole bunch of cruises. So, yeah. And basically, I didn't get in there on offense. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I wasn't there for practice, you know, and stuff like that. So, next game comes, right? This was like my first ever, you know, I was just getting used to the offense and everything like that. So I scored a touchdown for my first debut, I guess, at running back. And yeah, I guess everything was cool. I thought things could just go nothing but up for the season. Then the next week comes. I can't remember if this was the next week. I'm pretty sure it was the next week. But yeah, I had a breakout game. So I had 2 touchdowns, right? I had 2 touchdowns, and it was the rest of the running backs had none. So I was scoring back to back. I got in there the second half. That was usually just it. I usually got in there for the second half, or they only put me in there for fourth quarter. So I felt like with the numbers I was putting up, I felt like I should have had the starting job at my front doorstep in 2 or 3 weeks. But that was not the case. I didn't have the starting job at all this season. So basically, fast forward a few weeks, we had a night game because one of our Saturday games got canceled because it got rained out. And pretty much the night game, they didn't run me at all. I didn't get the ball at all. And although I had a good game, I was upset. I was upset to the point where I was crying. And a lot of people don't understand what the game means to me or why I do it. So if y'all would understand, y'all would think that was a diva moment. But it wasn't really a diva moment. It was just how I felt. And when the coaches sat down with me, they were like, well, if I had it my way, then it would have been different. Anyways, fast forward to practice, where the coaches came up to me and they're like, oh, well, why were you crying? And I was like, well, because I didn't get the ball. And they were like, oh, well, I expected you to be a leader. And you have a lot more touchdowns than most of the starting offense. And in my head, I was like, well, if I have more touchdowns than most of the starting offense, then why am I not starting? And it was basically just like an entire ass thing. So, yeah. Anyways, come practice. Ooh, this is a bonus part of the story. So basically, the starting running back, he's my friend. He's my friend. So the starting running back, he was stiff arming me and everything, just embarrassing me at practice. But I just decided at one point I was like, nah, I ain't gonna let this slide no more. So basically after that, I wasn't dirty hitting him, but I was just coming up aggressive. That's all I was doing. I was just coming up aggressive, and I was just getting with him. Because if he was going to go hard on me like that at practice, now I might as well just go equally as hard. So I was tackling him. It was one time where I put his face in the dirt. It wasn't on purpose. But I was just getting with him pretty much. And basically, one of the coaches pulled me to the side and they told me to lay off of him for the rest of the practice. And yeah, I could tell he was pissed off. He was very pissed off. Another bonus part of the story. Whenever I say coach, I usually mean one. It wasn't multiple, but usually I mean one. But one of the coaches, they was like on me, and he was mostly on me all season. There was this one time where I did something wrong, and he brought me in the huddle. He was yelling at me, like he was using all the angry words, and he was just yelling at me like all sorts of type of way. Like he was very loud. It was to a point where I had to talk to him. My dad had to talk to him. It was just an entire thing. But after that, after I talked to him, I thought things would start getting easier because the games after that, he seemed pretty cool. I mean, he was like cheering me on. I guess he was cheering me on. I thought after that, I thought I actually have a shot, at being starting. But that was not the case. Still, fast forward a few weeks, and they went playoffs. It went to the playoffs. They were playing Dover Patriots first round, and basically going to this game, I was hyped because it was my first playoff game, and I got in for the first half for the first time I think all season. And I had this one run where it was just like I was in the backfield. As a running back, you're not supposed to do this, but I was juking a lot, and I know that wasn't right, but I was juking a lot. I still got the first down. That after that, they took me out and didn't put me in for the rest of the second half. And one of the coaches, came up to me. He was like, "Oh, well, we already have one Barry Sanders. I don't need you losing 10, 15 yards," which during the season, by the way, I never lost yards. I never lost yards at all, except for, well, I'm going to tell y'all after this, but I never lost yards. And basically he was like, "Oh, well, we only need one Barry Sanders." So after that, I finished the game off with 2 touchdowns, but one of them got called back, and this was like in the fourth quarter. They didn't put me back in until like the fourth quarter. And yeah. But we had our second playoff game, which was basically like not the divisional, but like the conference championship. And going to this game, I didn't show up to practice all week because I was like sick. I was sick. And I showed up. I already knew I had a gut feeling that something wouldn't be right this entire playoff game. During warm-ups, I already knew that this game, like, the coach was going to be tripping. So we had this drill where it was like we would line up in the kickoff position, and whoever was closest to the ball would have to fall on it, right? So 2 guys will go before me. They don't fall on the ball. And me, I attempted to dive for the ball, but I missed it. And he just yelled at me. He yelled my name like loud. And I already knew that he was going to be tripping. And also, during the, while we were running plays, I did something wrong. Keep in mind, I wasn't there all week, so I was a little bit out of it. And he got mad at me again. Anyways, fast forward to the game. The starting running back just had like a first down run, and he put me in. Now, I'm hyped, obviously, because it's the playoffs, and I got the ball. And this guy, right, he tried to tackle me, right, but he couldn't tackle me. Like, he hit me, and I bounced back, but I didn't fall all the way. So I put my hand on the ground, and then I just started to run. And if y'all watch football, if y'all watch NFL football, what I was trying to do the thing that Tyreek Hill did against the Bills, where I was trying to stretch the field and then go up the sideline. So because I knew I could burn most people. And then, like, 3 people just came at me, and I just got tackled behind the line of scrimmage, right? Now, he takes me out. Now, it's not the fact that he took me out. It's what he told me. He was like, now, that is exactly why I don't run you. And then he just walked away. Now, that personally, like, hurt, and it kind of, like, shocked me, I guess. And it's because, like, I never had a coach really break down my spirit, I guess, like that. Because he was like, that's exactly why I don't run you. And I'm going to always remember those words, because that actually, like, did hurt me, I guess. And I was like, well, I made one mistake, right? I should at least get, like, another chance. But they didn't put me in at running back for the rest of the game. And we lost, like, 30 to, like, 6, I think. It was bad. But, yeah, I balled out the rest of the game, though. I had, like, a pick and multiple hit sticks and stuff like that. But, yeah, this is the conclusion to the story time. I guess this is me signing off. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And make sure y'all comment what do y'all think y'all would have done in this situation and what I could do next. I thank y'all for watching. Remember, God always loves you. Stay safe. And, yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.